Hey everyone, welcome to Data Millennials. I'm Atul, and in this video we are going to discuss about the logical operator. So in Python, the logical operators are used for assessment of an expression to make certain decision. So in simple words, we can say that the logical operators are used to combine conditional statements and then perform the logical and, logical or, and logical not operations. So if we talk about the logical and, it basically returns true if both the statements are true, and we will be seeing the example over here. Let's say that we have x and y, the value of x is true and the value of y is true. Then if we use AND operator, we will be getting true because both of these value are true. But in case if one of the value is false, we'll be getting false over here because both are not true. Similarly, if one of this is false, in this case we have x is false and y is true, we are again getting false. And when we have both of them value as false, x as well as y, we are getting false. Okay. The next logical operator is OR. It returns true if any one of the statement is true. So for this OR operator, let's assume that we have x and y. If any one of the value in x and y is true, then it will always return true, else it will return false. So if we see the first case, we have true for x, true for y. That's why this output will give true. For second case, we have x as true and y as false. Even though y is false, we are getting true over here because one condition is true, which is x. Similarly, for this case also, over here y is true and x is false, but one of the condition is true. That's why it says true in the output. Now we have false and false as x and y value. That's why we are getting false over here. The next condition or the next operator that we have is not. So it reverses the result and returns false if the result is true. Okay. So let's say that we have x over here and the value of x is true. Then if we use the not operator with this value, we would be getting false. Okay. We would be getting false over here for this true. Similarly, for again the second record that we have true over here for x, if we use not x, it would be false. If we have false in x, then we are getting true, and that's the case for not x. Similarly, for not y, we'll check the value of y and reverse it basically. So for y, the first value is true, that's why it says false. The second value for y is false, that's why it says true, and it simply goes on. So this logical operator helps you to assess the expression or evaluate the conditions and then helps you to make the decision. So let's take simple example to understand all of these three operators in this logical operator. Okay, let's say that we have two students. So student 1 age is equal to 12 and student 2 underscore age is equal to 15. Okay, now what we are going to check, we are going to check that if both of these students are older than 10 years, then we are going to say both of the students are above age 10, and any of these two students are not above 10, then we are going to print one of the student is having age more than 10 and another one is not. So let's take AND operator and check the condition. So our condition can be checked using the if else statement. So I'm going to put if student 1 underscore age is greater than 10 and this is the AND logical operator, and student 2 underscore age is also greater than 10, then we are going to print both students are above age 10. Now what can happen in the else statement? Any one of the student can be lower than 10, right? So we can simply say print one of the student is not or does not have age above 10. Okay, so let's run it, and we are getting both students are above age 10. What if I change this 14 to 1? In that case, if I run this, I'm getting one of the student does not have age 10, and that is the correct answer because student 2 age is 1, right? Again, let's put it as 15. Okay, and let's run it. Now we are getting both of the students are above age 10 over here in the output. Now let's test the OR operator. In this OR operator, we are saying that even if any of the student, either student 1 or student 2, is more than 10 years of age, then print this statement saying that any, or let's simply put it like this, either of the students are above age 10. And if both of them are not above 10, then we are going to say neither of the student have age above 10. Okay, so let's run it. As per the condition, it's checking whether student 1 is greater than 10. Yes, it's true. Student 2 age is greater than 10. Yes, it's true because it's student 2 age is 15. That's why this line is getting printed out. Let's say that if I remove 2 from here and put the student age as 1, and then if I run it, even though student 1 age is 1, we'll get this output because one of the student, which is student 2, age is greater than 10. So let's run it and check. So we are getting either of the students are above age 10. Similarly, for this student age 1 we can put 15, and for student age 2 we can put 9, and again run it. So we'll get again the same output saying that either of the students are above age 10. So let's run it again. Same, either of the students are above age 10. But what if both of the students are of age 9? In that case, this will return false, this will return false, and as we have seen over here, for OR condition, when both of them are false, then only it will return false as a output. So if we run this, now we would be getting this neither of the students have age above 10. So let's run it. Now we are getting neither of the students have age above 10. Now let's talk about the logical operator. Okay, so the logical not operator work with a single boolean value, and if the boolean value is true, then it returns false and vice versa. So let me show you an example. Okay, I'm going to say let's take a number equal to 3. Okay, and then I'm going to check a condition saying that if number divided by 5 and get the remainder, so get the remainder of number by after dividing by 5 is equal to 0. Okay, then print number is divisible by 5, and if it is not, then print number is not divisible by 5. So let's run it. We are getting number is not divisible by 5, right? But if I'm going to use the not operator over here, then what will happen? Pause this video for a second and think about it, that what we are doing over here, we are saying that if number is divided by 5 and the remainder is not equal to 0, then you have to say number is not divisible by 5, and if this returns false, then change it to true using this not operator. So over here we have to say number is divisible by 5. So let's write again. We are getting number is not divisible by 5. So what is happening over here? If we decode it, we are saying that use the not operator on this number divisible by 5 and get the remainder. So if I basically put num or number divisible by 5, and get the remainder, we are getting 3. Okay, so 3 is not equal to 0. If I put 3 is equal to 0, we would be getting false. So we are getting false. So the output of this part is false, and then we are using not. Just because of this not, it turns false into true. So let me put it not over here and then run it. You're getting true, right? So if the value is true, then print this, else print this part. Okay, so these are the three simple example of AND operator, OR operator, and NOT operator. So you have to use AND operator where you need all your conditions to be true. Then you will use this AND operator. When any of the condition needs to be true and you need to print something, or you need to do the certain another operation, then you can use the OR operator. And this NOT operator is used when you have to get the single Boolean value and you have to change the result from true to false or from false to true, then you have to use NOT operator. So with this simple examples, we'll move to the membership operator in our next video. Happy learning and see you in the next video.